Bonjour, hello. Today I'm going to do a little video. I've been wanting to do this for ages. A little landslide happened right at the beginning of the confinement, and I've never taken the time to actually stop and have a closer look. And there's been one or two about over the last couple of years, so let's have a closer look. So let's just do my good deed of the day. Someone's obviously whacked this, or the wind's blown it over or something. So we'll just sort this out. Get it back to where it goes, just inside the white line, and voila. Now forgive me if parts of this video has a lot of vehicle noise because the road is very, very busy. I was down shopping this morning, and I go down to the supermarket when it opens at 8:30. And thinking it was going to be quiet, but it wasn't. The other thing is it avoids the main heat of the day, but it's not that hot a day today. As you can see, a lot of cloud, especially over the mountains over this side of the Parc des Écrins. So just looking down to the lake there, it's not yet been terrorised by the the tourists today, and you can see this boat crossing over. Its wake is just going on forever. Beautifully calm. Look at that. To the left, to the right. Beautiful. But anyway, to avoid distractions, yeah, quite a hot day. It's humid. I'm almost down the bottom of the mountain here, probably about 3/4 of the way down the mountain. And the temperature down here just now at, what time is it? 10:30. It's already 28 degrees, so very, very warm. Now in front of us here, you can see this electrical connection thing that they've made, a huge cable, and this running over the road up to over there. And this is a temporary thing because when this landslide that I'm about to show you happened, it just basically wiped out services that are built into the side of the road, like water services and drainage services and electrical services, telephone stuff. It actually knocked out our fibre optic cable that goes up the mountain as well. So just looking back up the top here, you can see Les-Orres in the distance here, under quite a bit of cloud and quite hazy. We do have the sun coming out from time to time, and just very, very humid day today. It feels unbelievably warm. So just as a reference, I'll show you down the side of the road where this is what you see. It's almost Python-esque. A shrubbery! But anyway, yeah, they've got these small trees, little shrubs, and sort of just roughness. It's very dry, very arid. We hadn't had much rain except for the odd storm. It dries up very quickly. So this is what you'd expect to see at the side of the road. So just looking back up the road, this is the sign that I've rectified. A couple of cyclists coming down, a driving school car. Here's one of the locals as well. He doesn't normally wave, but no harm in waving back to him. Someone up for a driving lesson, learning how to drive mountain roads. So you can see all the warnings down here. Éboulement, which is landslide or something, I think. Boue, which is mud and blah blah blah. And oh, got a helicopter running over here. It's Series 200. Yeah, it's a helicopter. Okay, so we've got all this stuff, and you can see down the right here where it's just all this actually covered the road just after the 16th of March, which was the lockdown day. This basically just went, and apparently it was a good 20 meters deep, which means it was probably up to sort of roughly where these trees are there, and actually over the road. Now you can see up the top here, I'm gonna have to play around with a bit of zoom in here, but you can see where it's broken away. If I just go into the top here where that little dark tree is on the left of screen, and you can see where it's all broken away, and then it's obviously grown and grown and grown as it's come down. There's this stuff which still looks very, very unstable. But it basically crossed the road. They've done a fantastic job, and in a few days they managed to get the road open again. We had a bypass round by Crévaux, the next station. I'm going to have to stop here because this guy's going to make a noise. So I'm just standing under this now, and you can see it's loose, it's cracked, it's not going to do it again, I don't think. Maybe this bit on the right here might do something, I don't know. These trees are at a funny angle, but it's just rough and bonjour. And you can see where it's actually carved on the side. Now I reckon that the roots of these trees here have actually given the ground a bit of strength, because the roots go down a good bit, and it's just been this one section from the left here to the right that's caved in. And where I'm standing, if I was standing here at the time or just after, I wouldn't be standing on the ground, I'd be standing inside a huge mound of earth. And you can see just now as well that there's sort of liquid running down the road as well. Hey, the bikes are overtaking the cars today. Not mine, but tourist cars. I say quite busy. But you can see with the water, this is permanently running away down here, and they've not finished the works yet. There's still a lot to be done in replacing the services. I've already shown you the electrical thing. So where I'm standing now is normally sort of parking area, a rest area, and you can see all these trees ahead. They've all been pushed over. Now this they repaired because this was actually under it all as well. You can see the angle of all the trunks of the trees. You can see down below here where it's pushed down mounds of earth, but it's pushed down bits of road, bits of drainage down there. I'll just focus in on that one. And yeah, that's an actual drainage pipe. And off to the side here, still cracked and still a bit dodgy. I'm not going to go near the side for that reason. But just looking further down as well, down below here, you can see it's actually carried trees down with it as well. All these trees on the left, they're all at angles and everything as well. It seems to have just gone down the side of these, and again I think that's because the roots of these trees are probably given it a load of strength, and it's all tumbled. That's a good 100 metres down below in distance, and also in actual height. It says below me about 100 metres. This is why I don't want to go too near the edge. It does look a bit dodgy. These things have actually grown since, so they've grown in the last, well, this is August, so that would be around about 4 or 5 months or so that all these are starting to grow back up again. But you can see where the channels of rainwater have actually formed as well down the side, and put up warning things for people. But bits of slate and all sorts, that's the texture of some of the stuff, and I think that's what's probably let go. You can see where it's brought down some of the roughage, as it were. And then compare this to the first thing that I did, where I showed you what was at the side of the road, and this has kind of changed a bit. Huge mess. And you can see where this lot's just compressed down and collapsed a bit as well. But again, pretty sure these trees are supporting it. They're all over at an angle, and it's just, whoa, I'm not going near that. And just looking up towards Saxo, you can see how it should be on the left there. Not these two mounds, obviously, but this is just all very, very soft and weak. And the storms will batter this when we get them. It'll be interesting to see what happens with it. Nice. Just heading up to the car now. I'm a good 5-6 metres in from this collapsed area here, and you can see the cracks in the ground. The whole thing is very, very weak. I'm surprised they haven't fenced it off. Quick final look over the side, and that really is spectacular. Wow, you see it's actually taken trees down. Whole trees have landed down the bottom here. Complete trees, dozens of them, just smashed to whatever, and carried off down the bottom there, down to that field. You can see a couple that didn't make it down the bottom, down the left here. Quite precipitous over the side here, and again cracks and stuff. This is still very, very weak. And again, this is a tree stump. They must have cut that up or something. But down the bottom here, that's another couple of trees that have been carried down. huge thing. I'll just do a quick tour around just to show where I am exactly on this and the scale of it. You can see it's actually thumped this, and this hasn't been part of the original landslide above to the right. This has been, well, Harley's going past and everything. So, but it's obviously activated this it's grown as it's come down the mountain there. And this is all the original landslide at the top there. I head back to the car now and go and check out 2 more of these that happened. They're quite a regular thing in the mountains, obviously, with the angles of the mountain sides and the roads and whatnot. You can see also, just by the by, this is Ectosaxo's air conditioning system. And these things kind of flick closed, so I kind of keep corks in there just to keep them open, stop them flicking closed. Bonjour! There's loads of these cyclists that, I don't know why, they just keep like cycling uphill. Me as a kid, I used to like cycling downhill. Here's one, that's the way to go. I'm just going to overtake that car in a minute. So I'm just pointing down the mountain. There's Ombran down to the left there. I don't want to take the car too near the side. Lorry coming up, I'll get going before he goes. Now, whoa, yeah, wheel spins, gangster noises. Right, so just looking back up here, and there's a Les-Orres straight ahead, and I'm going to head over left in a little bit and head towards a little back road that takes us over to Crevu. Oh, I think we might get a bit wet in a minute. What do I do with this? It's turning. It's going away. It's going away. Gee whiz. Farmers are not just irrigating their water in their fields, they're watering the road as well. Okay, we're clear. Wow, because I've got the windows open to try and keep me cool here. You see, roads are very busy. Oh, come on, traffic! Gee whiz. They're all heading down to the lake. Tourists everywhere. So let's go over and up here, I'll show you something else. Just further up the road, you can see where there's been a previous one. This one must have happened many moons ago, and they've reinforced it here. I'm going to have a little look over the side here. I've always been curious. But you can see this is an old one, and you can see where the water's run down, and yeah, it's all cracked up as well. But that's been well reinforced. Drainage pipes put in to stop it absorbing water and becoming weak again. But again, you can see where it's all rolled down. And these mountain roads there's a lot of them that are just precariously on the side of the mountain. Again, it's an old one. And just looking up above, you can see where it's broken free, and you can see where the roots of the trees and stuff has kind of held on to it and stopped it getting worse. And this is the texture of the terrain here. This kind of slate stuff that some's fallen down, but it really is quite weak. It's kind of like a clay substance that holds it together. It's very soft. A little bit further down the road, another bit where the road is fallen off the mountain. Just a little bit on the inside of a corner there. We'll just head a little bit further down and see some more. Face mount, I think they're grass cutting or something. Don't think that's one of the big problems. But again, down here, you see where the road's weak, and it's it's all cracked, been marked up for repair. And again, further down the road, you can see it's all been falling down and taking trees out and stuff. This is a very old one as well. It's been reinforced and it's been repaired a few times. You can see just ahead of us here where the road is already collapsing a little, and also where the trees above their roots are actually holding on to what's left up there as well, all the way around the inside of that bend. So here's another one ahead, and right next to me here, just getting out, you can see where they've reinforced this. You can see the precariousness of the side of the mountain there, the cracking, and drainage that's been built into this repair and support area, but it's already cracked all the way along, all the way. But you can see exactly this up ahead here has happened. Also, it's kind of been washed away in storms and whatever. And again, this kind of strange texture that's just being held onto. I mean, this is about a 45-degree angle I'm at now. Just in front of the car where I first started this last scene, you can see a very, very old one where it's all been supported up again. Just go back up to the car and got to do it, a quick view check. Will you look at that? Wow, that's beautiful. I never tire of appreciating my surroundings here. Down on Lac-Serponçon. Huge playground in the summer. Just amazing. And beautifully calm today. Apart from the odd car. Peace and quiet as well. So just done a little turnaround, heading back towards the road up to Les-Orres. And the last one is actually on the road to Les-Orres, a bit further up, almost up at the resort. And I'm not going to have too much opportunity to stop there. So check this out. This is just on the way back up the road. You can see they've drawn a wee hazard triangle there. And you can see where the road's collapsing off the side. Whoa, yeah. So that's up for repair as well. Yeah, pretty rough road. It's the weather, Mother Nature has has dealt it a few blows over the years. This is a shortcut for me when I go skiing in Crevaux. This just cuts out a lot of the journey when the road is intact and not snowed up. So the third one, the last one I'll do is a sort of rollout for this video, and that's basically it. Landslides in the roads and the mountains. And just want to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy these videos. If you do, comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more videos already done. There's a lot more videos coming. Like it, click on that down below, click on the dislike if you want. All the feedback is so much appreciated. Share it online, share it with your friends and whatnot. You know, hey, have a look at what this guy's up to and stuff, you know. I'm trying to really get this channel progressed now. It's really doing well, and that's with the support of the viewers. So until the next one, I'll do the quick rollout as I say. Thanks very, very much for watching. Ciao. It's 11 o'clock. So just heading back down to the previous sprinklers. Then I'll turn left and I'll continue back up towards Les-Orres. Here's the offending sprinkler straight ahead. The line in front of us, incidentally, is where they installed the fibre optic communications cable. So just on to the third one. You can see over the right here the sort of same terrain across there, the trees holding on to that bit, no trees there. And you can see where the road is sort of further round. The road goes away round left and then turns right and goes round here. And you can see where they've reinforced it with all these rocks and metal cages and stuff. And last year, no, 2 years ago, there was a rock actually came down, the rock the size of a house came down. Where that van is now, there, is where it hit the road. It actually bounced off the top of that reinforcing and landed on the road. And just as a final rollout, I know I keep saying roll out, roll out, roll out, but as a final rollout, I'll drive over the dent it made in the road that they repaired. And yeah, where that car is now. This is the reinforcements on the left. That's all new. They put that up a couple of years ago after that one. You can see the old one now, it's more got greenery on it. And just over here, you can see just in the centre there, just coming up to now, that's the dent that that rock made when it landed, cracks and all. And they had to repair a bit on the right where there's another smaller rock actually tipped the road almost over the edge as well.